Nice to kind of reconnect with my emotions and express myself more verbally. There were like 2.5 weeks where I really wasn't kind of digging into this stuff and like expressing um, the kind of talks, the kind of things that I express on this channel. And I realized that it, for one thing, I kind of lost interest in doing the channel because I thought like, well, it's kind of you make a lot of effort and you don't really get much in return. And I don't know if it's, these kind of thoughts were coming up, and I realized that it's so much more important that I just kind of get push through that and get over that kind of conditioning because, the fact of the matter is that I'm not doing this for millions of views and millions of dollars and all that foolishness. It's literally therapeutic for me to kind of have these kind of monologues and to kind of have just kind of put my emotions and my experience out there. At the very least, it helps me kind of sort through some things that are going on in my life. It helps me come into greater awareness of what I'm feeling and what my own vibration is. And, it also puts it out there for some of the friends and some of the kind of the soul family that I've met online. It helps them also to feel inspired and maybe, get through some of that fear of rejection or, to kind of get through some of those things in their own life. Because honestly, I don't really care how many views I get on videos. I just want it to inspire others to like be genuine, It's really about connecting with one another and inspiring each other to, to open up about how you feel and to express your creativity, express your spirituality, express yourself openly and, not get down on yourself and not stop as soon as like some feelings of rejection come up, some really strong conditioned responses that say like, oh, this isn't worth it. Oh, I can't do it. People are going to laugh at me. People are thinking this. People are thinking that. These are the things that come up to be released from our body. They're not the reason why we should stop expressing ourselves. They come up because we're expressing ourselves, and in that genuine self-expression, we're moving into a higher vibration. We're moving into a more embodied sense of self. We're integrating these lessons as we go. And so these things that can't hang out in our physiology and can't hang out in our energy field, these fears of rejection, this kind of thing, they get purged and they get expressed. And, a lot of the reason why we don't like to go to, come bring ourselves up to this level of genuine self-expression is because these feelings can be so ingrained and so conditioned that they kind of seem to come in and like really kind of hit you out of left field, like um, and you're like, oh my God, why? Oh, I'm never gonna make another video again, or I'm never gonna sing again, or I'm never gonna like open up to people again because that was so embarrassing. And but that's the reason why you should keep doing what you're doing because these things because it's like exposing something that you don't need to keep around. It's like we're unconsciously living under the heel of these fears and these projections. And when we allow ourselves to like, okay, feel a bit of embarrassment, feel a bit of rejection, feel a bit of anger, feel a bit of indignation. If these feelings are coming up, they're not just coming out of the ether. The thing is that oftentimes these things are already in our physiology. They're already in our field. And, it's when we put ourselves out there, then it then gets revealed. And so, but that's how a detox works. That's how a purge works. And so, do you want to, when you're faced with the fear of these experiences, do you want to keep those toxins in your physiology? Do you want to keep those fears running your life? Or do you want to take the time to kind of pull the band-aid, get the thing off? Do you want to just rip it off in one fell swoop, or do you want to like kind of inch it along, and ow, 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 ow. Because that's kind of the thing is like whether, we always are going to have to express ourselves genuinely at some point in time. So I really feel like why not do it now? Why not embrace it now? Even if it's like, and it doesn't, you don't have to make like a grand gesture to everybody in your life or a grand gesture to the universe. Like you can make small steps every day. Like that's just as genuine as, some great performance or whatever, whatever you feel to do. If you want to go all in, great. If you just want to do a little bit here and there, that's great too. But the important thing is that you just open up and you allow yourself to do what it is that you feel strongly about, what's really in your heart to do. That is the most important thing. It's not about performance. It's not about numbers on a screen. It's not about accolades. It's not about anything. It's just about you showing up for yourself and just by virtue of you showing up for yourself, other people are going to start showing up for themselves too. And pretty soon, humanity in general is going to start showing up for itself because the thing is when you're showing up for yourself, you're linking up with that field of energy that's being built and being harmonized and being refined by everybody in the entire field of consciousness that's showing up for themselves as well. You're riding a wave of change and accelerated growth right now. And that is the most important thing that we need to support ourselves in that we need to support ourselves. And by supporting ourselves, we're supporting everybody who's also rising to the occasion and supporting themselves as well. So that's really the great takeaway from all of this. It's not about stopping at the first obstacle and throwing in the towel, you know? It's natural to feel that way. I know the feeling, but you know what? I'm still here and I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep sharing. I'm going to keep sharing my joy. It's my joy to share this joy to share. It's my joy to share this joy to share. See, it just keeps feeding on itself, It's just joy is joy is joy, love is love is love. It's the energy, it's the providence that it never stops giving. So, so keep being you. Keep being you. Just keep being you. That's the message.